Yo, we would play that salsa music so damn loud that it would interfere with Nassau communications.
That is John Leguizamo in his Emmy-winning 1998 one-man show, Freak, a semi-autobiographical story about his life growing up as an immigrant in Queens, New York. The 57-year-old Leguizamo first grabbed the attention of Broadway and Hollywood years earlier with another show he wrote and performed called Mambo Mouth, in which he played 7 characters. Soon after, he was cast in the same year as Benny Blanco opposite Al Pacino in the movie Carlito's Way, and as Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie that became a cult hit. 2 years later, he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his performance alongside Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes in To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. John and I got together here in New York this week for a Sunday Sitdown to talk about his prolific career and his latest groundbreaking project.
To introduce you, my name is Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Across 3 decades in Hollywood, John Leguizamo has played everything from a gangster.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say to me?
To a drag queen.
You're jealous because I'm going out with a cute boy tonight and you ain't hello, goodbye.
Even a prehistoric sloth.
Sid the Stallion.
His latest role takes him off the screen and onto the page as creator and author of the new comic book series, Phenom X.
It's like you're playing kind of like God in a way. I'm in charge and in control, and I can make it as funny, as adult, as raunchy as I want. And I love creating a world that's my flavor.
Where did this character come from for you?
The genesis of it was there were no Latin superheroes anywhere to be had, and we're the largest ethnic group in America, so I don't understand how that happens.
The Phenom X story centers on Max Gomez, a young man who is recruited by the government after the challenges of his life in New York City become the key to his superpowers.
You get to create a character, but you also get to create his world, what he says, the message he delivers. What is his message?
First of all, inclusion. You know, I wanted the whole comic book to have Latinx and black people in it. I wanted to deal with a lot of injustices. For example, Max Gomez, he was profiled and he was put in jail wrongly. And then I want to deal with police brutality, which is a big issue here in New York City for Latinx youth.
To tell Max's story, Leguizamo assembled a team of people who know it best.
All Latin hands have touched this comic book, from the illustrator, the penciler, the editor, everybody's Latinx.
And so when you were thinking about this guy, part of the cool thing about designing him is, what does he look like?
I said I wanted to look like me, but better. You know what I mean?
I was going to say he does look like you.
But better.
I mean, that's got to be almost like childhood dream stuff, doesn't it?
It's crazy, man. I'm like pinching the hell out of myself. Is this really happening? Ow, yeah.
Leguizamo has been pinching himself quite a bit lately, like when Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda asked the actor to perform in his latest project, the animated film Encanto.
I mean, Hamilton is the masterpiece of our time. And for him to call me and ask me to be in his movie, I was like, holy hell.
The fate of the family is gonna come down to you.
It's all about misfits, people in the family who can't find their proper place, and they still have value. It touches you in such a way to see this beautiful family that's family affirming, that's Latin affirming.
Born in Colombia, Leguizamo immigrated to the United States as a young boy.
I came here when I was 3 years old and ended up in Jackson Heights, Queens, and here I am now living, in the West Village. It's pretty, it's pretty incredible.
Growing up, he used comedy to survive.
I was in a tough neighborhood, and there was a lot of fighting, and if I could make these big dudes laugh, then hey, John, he's all right, he's cool, don't mess with him, I'll protect, he's my boy. So they would protect me. So it became my secret weapon. I would do all my Ricky Ricardo, Lucy, don't do that to me. Mercy, you'll never take me in, copper, mercy. You're going to get me, dirty rat, you dirty rat. Obviously, I'm a different generation because my imitations are mad old.
But back then, they really played, right?
Back then, they killed. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Leguizamo found he liked an audience. He pursued acting at New York University, but struggled as a young Latino performer to find meaningful roles. So he created them for himself with a series of acclaimed one-man shows.
Man, I'm experienced, man. I'm a man. Go loco, go loco.
I wanted to see myself on the stage, and therefore young Latinx kids seeing themselves. Lin-Manuel, the genius that he is, came up and said, you know, I started doing theater because I saw you do theater. So that's meaningful to me. So I started writing as a way to feel seen, not as an actor, but as a Latinx man in this country. And then all of a sudden the reviews came out, and there was Al Pacino in my theater, Sam Shepard, Arthur Miller, the greatest playwright in the world.
Pacino liked what he saw, and Leguizamo was cast in his 1993 movie, Carlito's Way.
Mr. Brigante, it's the second time you turned me down for a drink, man. Well, you don't like my champagne?
Pacino is one of the greatest actors of our time, of all time. And here I am in a movie with him, going toe-to-toe with him, which is a little bit uncomfortable for both of us. I'm going to show Pacino what I got. So I was like, I'm going to over-talk, I'm going to overact. And he's like, you know, calm down, John. Less is more, you know, relax. Who do you think you are? Just calm down. And he was right. You know, I was wrong.
Memorable roles in Baz Luhrmann's innovative films Romeo and Juliet and Moulin Rouge soon followed.
I was playing Toulouse-Lautrec, so I was on a sort of kind of like an amputee prosthetic that I had learned how to balance, and then they would erase the back of my legs.
Oh, wow.
So I got taken out of a lot of dance sequences because I was tripping people up. I was tripping myself. So I was, nah, not another dance sequence they're taking me out. It's like the hook.
Recently, Leguizamo has returned to his roots on stage, earning a Tony Award for his latest one-man show, Latin History for Morons.
If you don't see yourself represented outside of yourself, you just feel invisible.
And breaking ground again with every new success.
I feel like it took some time for people to look back and think, oh, yeah, John Leguizamo was a pioneer.
I hope I did that. I hope I did that, because that really was my intent.
Does it feel like things are changing a little bit, at least?
Yeah, I feel a little positivity happening, but we're 20% of the population. We should be 20% of the roles in front of the camera, 20% of the executives, of the stories. We just need equal representation. Just matches up. That's all I'm asking for.
You certainly do your part, and you always have. And I'm going to say it if John won't. Phenom X coming to a movie theater. Let's call it summer 23, 24, something like that. Yeah, let's get that in your Outlook calendar. But do give me the 10% if it does happen.
Oh, yeah, I should. I owe you something for it. Maybe a dinner.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's start with a dinner, right?
The comic book series Phenom X will be available next week on November 10th, and then who knows, maybe the movie after that. Also, the animated film Encanto comes out on November 24th. Our thanks to Elvez Restaurant in New York for hosting our conversation. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full-length interview with John Leguizamo. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.